Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Tony's Picks Happy Hour here for Tuesday, February 3rd, 2026. Hey, if you're new to the Tony's Picks Happy Hour, welcome aboard. Glad you're joining us here on the Tuesday. Apologies for running late. Just as I was about to click into the show to get things rolling, my computer decided it wanted to restart. So it took a good 15 minutes for it to reboot and get everything going. So apologies. Hey, we're here on a Tuesday. We're got a pretty good slate. We got a nice hockey card to get to. We got an NBA card that looks pretty good. And then half decent college slate as well. So looking forward to it. We'll head on over to Ron and see how he's doing and see if he's looking forward to the Tuesday card. How you doing, buddy?
Yeah, pretty good. Yesterday, 2-2 on the best bet. Did get my hockey with Minnesota, and got the Indiana Pacers, but lost with soccer yesterday morning. And what was the other loss? Oh, Weber State. Never had a shot in that one. So yeah, 2-2 on the best bets. Did start the morning good with AC Milan. Nice best bet winner here. So 1-0 to start the day. Let's continue that momentum.
Nice. Nothing early today for me. So what did you do yesterday? We hit the NBA. I had the I got lucky. I got the 6.5 there in the morning. I got it early on the Hornets at the 6.5. And I was able to got the win on that one at the 6.5. Waited till the morning and was hoping it was going to come down, and it did. Came down to 6.5, but it shot right back up to 7.5 in most places by the time that thing tipped off. So depending where you got it, you would have win, or you got the push, as Ron got in that one. And if you're on the Hornets, or if you're on the Pelicans on the other side early, it was a 7.5 in that one, so you would have covered. Would have actually had a middle if you would have had the 7.5 with the Pelicans and you got it all the way down with the 6.5. You would have got that middle with the 7 or the push. So hit my NBA, NHL. What did I have the NHL? Oh, I had Florida. They had a nice lead early. Buffalo came roaring back in that one. And then I had St. Louis yesterday as well. They went up 5-1, and they decided to pull a big old laying egg and lose that one 6-5. How do you do that? But it is what it is there. Lost a couple NHL late yesterday. What else did I have yesterday? College basketball. I think I hate my college basketball yesterday. Wait, that was yesterday on to today.
That's by Texas Tech, man. Wow, that was something, huh?
I was on Kansas. Definitely, I loved the Kansas.
Good call.
Kansas is a dog. Got to go with them. I didn't think they were going to outright them, but that was the college basketball.
I was worried Peterson wasn't going to play the whole damn game because they've been resting him because of cramps, I guess. But whatever. But yeah, I like Kansas with you on that one. I think Kansas is turning the corner now, so we'll see.
It's that time starting to win some games, right?
Bill Self's back on the court with him. He's been out a few with some issues, so yeah, that helps.
Yep. But hey, it's a Tuesday. We got a pretty good card, so let's dive into the Tuesday card. Let's kick it off with that NHL action. I just want to see how many we got early. We've got.
Check the goalies.
We'll include, because we only got 7, so we'll do 4 and 3.
Yep.
There's really only 2 late night ones. One that kind of kicks off in the middle at 8:30, and then a late one at 10. So we'll go with Columbus and New Jersey. Ottawa here on the back-to-back heading in to take on Carolina. Washington on the back-to-back taking on the Flyers. Buffalo on the back-to-back taking on Tampa Bay. Anything there in the first 4 for you?
Yeah, I thought they were going to go with the Hershey guy, but it looks like Clay Stevenson now going for Washington. Philadelphia at home is a favorite. I know Washington's probably the better team, but this is the spot for Philadelphia. Give me the Flyers in that one.
Right, figured they might go with that the guy from Hershey, but he played one game last year, I believe. Got into a little action. Figured this was the spot. Considering the next game up on Thursday for Washington, I heard the news that it should be Logan Thompson should be back for Washington there for Nashville on Thursday in that one. So I guess they didn't need him. They sent him back down to Hershey in that one. So kind of with you. I kind of like the Flyers there as the favorite. If you look, Flyers in that spot, good spot for them to snag a win. especially Washington on the back-to-back. Not liking that. Ottawa here, I'll take a shot here with Ottawa on the back-to-back. Ottawa, hey, they've been winning games on a nice little 4-game winning streak. Prices come down from where it was. I see it was at you could have got about 170, 175, come down to about 156. Carolina, it's should be boosty going there in that one, I believe, for Carolina.
Yeah.
Reimer, as I said, Ottawa's winning 4
over
goals. I like Ottawa there at the plus price, worth a shot, value play. What else do we like? Columbus taking on the Devils in that one. I like the over there. I think we see plenty of offense between those two teams, especially even with the Devils sometimes struggling to score. Not against Columbus. They're good for giving up 3. Also good for scoring 3. So at some point, I think it's 3-3. And it gets us over the 6 in that one. So over the night block of games, we got Pittsburgh taking on the Islanders. Islanders in the back-to-back spot. Penguins on the back-to-back too. I believe they got a win yesterday with Sybil's going. So Skinner in that one. Looks like Sorokin for the Islanders. Toronto on the back-to-back as well, beating Calgary, heading into Edmonton to take on the Oilers. And then we got Seattle in to take on the Ducks. Anything in the night action for you?
Yeah, I was on the Islanders yesterday. We got Sorokin, the better goalie, here tonight. And Pittsburgh's on a back-to-back. They lost as well last night. So I'm going to look at the Islanders in this one. Nice little price there on the dog. And I'm going to take a shot. Man, Anaheim's really, really hot. I'm seeing Grubauer and Dostal. I'm going to take a shot with Seattle. It's one of my dog system plays. It's been doing very well this year. So give me a shot with the Kraken.
Right. I also take a shot there with the Kraken. I'm with you. Give me Seattle when they allow 2 goals or less this season, 15-1. So playing lights out when they play solid defensive hockey, and we know how much everybody loves to ride the Ducks. But I'd rather ride the Ducks when they're a dog, not as a favorite. I'm with you. Give me Seattle in that one. I like the over between Edmonton and Toronto. I like the better at 6.5 at 7. You're meddling with the push is what you're doing at 7 if you can find a 6.5. But the problem is that thing is juiced, real juiced. So I think the better about 6.5 is almost gone. It's pretty much you'll be laying some juice in that one. So for me, it's maybe a team total for the Oilers up and over. But I don't know. I just think it's a tough spot for the Leafs. You look, it's their get out game as well. The Leafs last game they play, and then they're done for the Olympic break. A lot of these guys are going to pack up and head off to somewhere warm and sunny, and the beach included, probably with a margarita drink rolling and flowing for the next couple of weeks. Especially some of those guys that didn't make the Olympics. You know, they're going on a 2-week vacation to somewhere nice and warm and going to enjoy some sun. And I think that's what happens. Oilers, hey, they still have to play tonight, and then they have to play again tomorrow night. They got to get back-to-back spot tomorrow night against Calgary. So they're still focused on winning some games before we head into the break. And I think one of them is kicking the crap out of the Leafs. The Oilers on the puck line in that one. Even with all the Leaf fans that will be in attendance, because there'll be more Leaf fans than Oilers fans as always in this game, especially in Edmonton. But hey, that wraps up the hockey. What a game we've seen. A couple games we've seen so far this week that teams were up 5-1, and that just 5-1 lead wasn't good enough, including that Winter Classic. Tampa came roaring back and beat Boston in that one. And then yesterday was St. Louis. St. Louis. That one was ugly. But hey, that wraps up the NHL. As I said, let's head on over to the college basketball slate of things. What do we got? Let's just go over them all. There's not a crazy card. A few good games, and then a few that I'm not rushing to the window to bet. But anything you got here in the college basketball slate here tonight?
Yeah, you know how I like to play the dogs in the Big East, man. I'm taking Xavier. It's too many points. I got maybe UConn winning by maybe 15, but definitely not the 17.5 that they're laying. I'm going to roll with Tennessee. You see Rick Barnes' statement, Rod, talking about, I think my players gambling on these games. Well, guess what? Yeah, we might be seeing that. And Mississippi is ass. They've been on the road because they haven't been able to go home because Oxford's been snowed under. So they're playing all these games on the road now. Yeah, it's tough for Mississippi there. Give me the Vols in that one. And, Evansville is just a horrible team, but it's only 1.5. That's weird for Indiana State, but I'm going to take the Sycamores. I think they win by about 5 points in that one. St. John's DePaul, that's a really tough one. I got it right on the edge, but again, Big East dogs, home dog, I'm going to take DePaul. I know they're horrible, but I'm going to take them. And then Virginia, I think, blows out Pittsburgh in that one. And late night, I'm going to go back to Grand Canyon, had them last weekend, and I'll look at that one. And UCLA and Rutgers, this is a tough one, but I think UCLA gets it done. I just don't like the way Rutgers play. I'd rather see them at the rack, if you will. But yeah, give me UCLA in that one.
Ooh, I'm going to go the other way. I like Rutgers there in that spot. I'm going to take Rutgers in the 13. I think UCLA wins it, but 13, that's got backdoor cover written all over it. I know Rutgers is 0-6 on the road, but 3-3 against that number. And you'll look, UCLA only 6-7 against the number at home. So covering a big number, I think this might be just a touch too much. A little bit overvaluing UCLA in that spot. Not my favorite bet, so I'm not rushing and betting the house on that game. But I really think Rutgers.
No mortgage bets tonight.
No mortgage bets. Not on that one. Not on that one. Definitely not on that one. Another one I like Davidson here at home. The Salukis, look what St. Louis and the Billikens have been doing. 5-0 out on the road, 21-1 on the season, but laying 9 in the road here. I think Davidson gets up for it. I'll grab the 9 with Davidson in that one. Home dog. Moving along. What else do we like? Kick it off early. It kicks off the first game to kick off the day. We got Miami trying to stay keeping that O going, right? 23-0. Taking on a Buffalo squad that forced them to OT the first meeting of the season. And now you're in Buffalo. I'm going to take Buffalo plus the points. I think they can keep it close if they don't outright Miami in that spot. Nothing like a dry tickle in the throat. Hold on. Apologies. Oh, all right, that felt good. Another one I like. I don't know. I want maybe Tennessee is betting on their own games. Do they let Ole Miss in the back door? You look Ole Miss out on the road. They haven't been great, right? Not winning games, but they're 4-1 ATS wise out on the road. So it's like, I don't know. I think this is one that I think that was the hint to have his Tennessee squad hammer down. But they're only 5-7 ATS wise at home. I don't know. It's tough. I get it. I really would like to place a bet on Ole Miss at 12.5. I also like to place a bet on Boston College at plus 26.5. It's that's a crazy number for Duke to be laying. I don't. This Duke team's good, but I don't think they're that good to be laying 26.5. That's got backdoor cover written all over it. I lean Boston College.
Yeah. Agree with you there.
Yeah, 26.5. That's a crazy number. Boston
Maybe
College.
A 20-pointer. Yeah.
Yeah, 20 points.
Carolina on deck. You saw what Carolina did last night. So, yeah.
Yeah. Another one I do like that's hammered down. Give me VCU. I like the VCU Rams here by 20 plus. Battle of the Rams, right? VCU Rams versus Ford and Rams. I think it's the Battle of the Rams. Rams. Right? Battle of the Rams. The Rams are going to win this game. I'll take VCU. I think they're the better squad. Not even close in that one. They dominated this series. If you look, 1 by 12, 1 by 8, 1 by 15, 1 by 19, and that's just the last 4. So I like VCU big there in that one. The Pro Bowl was cool when it was played after the Super Bowl, when you can actually have all the pros playing. The Pro Bowl got awful when they moved it and played it in between the week of the championships and the Super Bowl. That's when the Pro Bowl became irrelevant, and I think that's when we got with the Pro Bowl. The Pro Bowl was cool before because everybody played in it.
And so then it was crap out of each other. They were hitting after the season. They were hitting.
Exactly. When they were actually the season was over and they were actually playing and actually hitting each other. That's when the Pro Bowl was cool back in the day. Pro Bowl not cool. I don't think I've tuned into that thing for 10 plus years since they.
Who's a Redskins guy? Sean was at Miami. You remember him? He belted somebody one time. I mean, just made him out in a Pro Bowl.
And then somebody whined because it was like, oh, you gotta get someone hurt in the Pro Bowl.
Now you can't rush the passer. Well,
yeah, you can't rush
when
the
it was
passer.
between weeks, you couldn't rush the passer, or whatever.
Yeah, and then
Now
we
it's
have to watch
flag
flag
football.
football. Yeah, flag football. Woo! Usually, most people are tuning into something else. Speaking of something else, let's get into some NBA action here tonight.
Trading
some
everybody.
good games. Yep, we've got how many games we got on the card? 10, right? So we'll split them right down the middle. Let's see. Exactly 5-5. We got Utah taking on the Pacers. We got the Knicks in to take on the Wizards. We got Denver taking on Detroit. We got the Lakers finishing off their road trip in Brooklyn. And we'll throw in the Atlanta Hawks. Ooh, Atlanta Hawks a point favorite there in that one. I'm guessing Powell is not going to play for the Heat there in that one. Don't even have to look at the injury report to tell you that guessing that's the news. There might be some other added guys in there as well. But the Hawks are not laying a point in the road. I'm guessing the Heat are sitting a bunch of guys, and Norman Powell included. Anything for you there in the early spot, NBA?
We'll just skip right over Utah and Indiana because I don't know who the hell's playing in that game. Everybody traded. The Memphis Grizzlies did a trade with Utah, so definitely not going to look at that one. I'll look at Atlanta and Miami. It looks like Ricochet is going to play tonight, which is weird. But I think Porzingis, gone. I don't even see him now. So Miami, you said Powell. Yeah, he's out. Oh God, that's a tough game. But what do you see? You seen Atlanta favored now, Rod?
Yeah, I see -1 Atlanta.
I don't like them on the road. I'll take Miami as a home dog. Yeah, I'll take Miami as home dog. And the Lakers, looks like Reeves could be back tonight. But it's only a matter of time they're trading somebody. I guarantee they're trying to trade right now too. Brooklyn looks like Porter Jr. is going to be in. We got all the good. I'm going to take Brooklyn plus the 8.5. I think that's a good spot there for Brooklyn. Lakers have been on the Grammy trip, as they call it, when they leave town, get the Grammys and all that stuff. So, give me Brooklyn.
In that trade there, you're looking. The Grizzlies sent Jackson Jr. to the Grizzlies send, along with Jackson Jr. The Grizzlies sent John Concard, Landale, Vince Williams Jr. to Utah, while the Jazz are trading Walter Clayton Jr., Kyle Anderson, Tyler Hendricks, and George Niang, along with
that dude never plays.
Niang, I just always see him on the injury report. Niang.
And Jaw's still there. Yeah, Jaw's still there.
And they're still.
I'd like to hear Chris's take on that one.
Still seeking a trade there. I think there's a streak here, the Pacers team on the back-to-back anyways. I'll take the Jazz. Mm-hmm. I don't care if they made the trade or not. The bulk of their pieces are still there when you look at it. And,
it's like Markkanen's in. That's all I need.
Pacers in the back-to-back. I think it's 14 straight losses in the back-to-back spot. Let me just double check. Quite sure I seen a streak, and I was like, "Whoa, really?"
Where's Kessler at? He's not on the list either. Where'd he go? Did he go traded
to? Might be sitting.
Yeah, be careful this time of the year, right before the All-Star break.
Right before the All-Star break.
Yeah, be careful.
Yes, they traded Jared Jackson Jr.
Yeah,
to the yes. Yeah, they traded the good guy. Yeah, they traded somebody good instead. Craziness happened in the end.
The Grizzlies went downhill when they fired Taylor Jenkins. That's all I'm going to say. They should have kept him. He was a great coach.
I don't want to lay that kind of price with the Knicks, especially as a road favorite. Oof, 6-15 ATS wise out on the road. Yeah. I think as a road favorite, it's even worse. So I don't want to lay that, but I don't want to chase it with the Wizards. Pass on that one. Denver and Detroit. I'll take Denver plus the 5.5 here in Detroit. This thing went up. It opened 6.5. It worked its way down to 4.5. Ticked back up to 5.5. Yeah, I'll take Denver plus the 5.5. Also, give me Brooklyn here. Plus the it was at 8. It was at 9, come down to 7.5. I think this is just a tough spot for the Lakers. After you've seen them run out of gas in New York, everybody's expecting a big old bounce back, beat up Brooklyn. I'm not. Not on this last game of this road trip that's pushing almost 2 weeks since they've been back home. You got to go all the way back to, I think it's January 18th. Since the Lakers have been back at home, they may have a personal chef going along with them, but that's a long time to be out on the other side of the country, on the East Coast. I'm going to fade them in that first game back at home, too, coming up as well. I think they play a pretty big matchup in their first one back at home coming up for the Lakers. So give me the Nets plus the 7.5 there in that one. Hey, that wraps up the early block. Atlanta and Miami. I would lean to Atlanta. We know Norman Powell's not in there. The Heat just haven't played well. It's kind of like when Hart was out for the Knicks. Same thing. When Hart was out for the Knicks were awful. When Norman Powell's not in there, I don't want to back the Heat. I will take Atlanta. I would have rather had. Just think the number you could have got on Atlanta before that thing moved.
Right.
You would have had some nice big plus price. I think it was a plus 4.5 I seen. And then dropped down to 3.5. And now it's all your land points there. Porzingis out too, right? Yep. There you go. See,
Jalen's got the con on that team now. Jalen's taking over that team.
Yep. Hey, let's head on over to the late night block where we got Boston in to take on Dallas. That hasn't moved much. Still Boston laying 7. Orlando in to take on OKC. That's moved up. OKC laying 9 in that one now. Bulls taking on the Bucks. We got the 76ers taking on the Warriors. And we got the Suns in to take on Portland. Anything in the late night block for you?
Yeah, I'm going to look at the Dallas Mavericks. You know what they do at home as a dog. I know it looks like same cast of characters. Cooper Flagg's in. Looks like I don't see Clay. I don't know if he's playing or not. I don't see him on the list either. For Boston on the road, just don't like what they're doing on the road. So I'll take Dallas as a home dog in that one. Chicago and Milwaukee is really interesting. Is Milwaukee gonna, now that Giannis is pretty much out of the picture, is Milwaukee gonna step up and Kuzma gonna take the reins here? AJ Green and Ryan Rollins. But I damn sure don't like Chicago as a road favorite. They're like 1-7. It's an ugly game, but I'm gonna lean to the Bucks in that one. Philadelphia, man, they hammered them last night. It just took them out of the gym. But Embiid's gonna rest for sure tonight. I'm sure he's out. I haven't seen any confirmation, but I'm sure he's out. Golden State's probably resting everybody too, right? So looks like some backups for Philly and Golden State. I'm going to take the under 221.5 in that one. And Phoenix and Portland. I know it looks like Holiday's questionable. Avdija's out. Scoot's, of course, out. Looks like Jalen Green's questionable. Booker's definitely out. I don't like Phoenix without Booker. Give me Portland as a home dog. They've been really doing well this year as a home underdog. So I'll take a shot with the Blazers. Sprinkle the money on.
I'm going to give me the Bulls in the first half. Bulls first half as a favorite. Hey, they've been playing well. It's the second half where they completely collapsed. So they won 7 straight as in that first half as a favorite. So give me the Bulls on the money line first half. And then I'm going to throw in the Suns in that first half as well. And then where's the other one I'm looking at? And then give me the 76ers here in the first half as well. That'll be my Mr. Parlay for everybody today. We're going to take the Suns in the first half. We're going to throw in the 76ers in the first half. And then we're going to throw in the Bulls in the first half. A little 3-teamer for everybody. 76ers money line first half. Just writing that down because I am going to bet that. I like that. And then Suns in the first half. You look, all those ones there, 76ers, 4 straight first half wins. Bulls, as I said, 7 straight wins as a favorite in the first half. Full game in those ones. I like the under Orlando and OKC. I think it's a lower scoring one there between those two. Just Orlando, when they score where they've been scoring, I think it's 14-1 to the under. Give me the under 220 in that one. First to 100 wins it. And that full game on the 76ers and Warriors, I'd have to lean to the 76ers, even with them beat out. It's just 76ers in the back-to-back spot of money. 8-1 ATS-wise in the back-to-back spot this season. I've been the 76ers 5-0 ATS in that back-to-back spot out on the road. And now you're going to give me 5? I'd have to lean to the 76ers full game as well in that one. Hey, that wraps up the sports action here for Tuesday. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Brings us to the player prop game of the future parlay. We leave it up to the capper to decide whether they want to give us out here in this spot. And then they'll let you know what they got going over at Tony's Picks, because over at Tony'sPicks.com, that's where you can find our best bets and premium picks. Quick link is in the description. Gets you right on over to Tony'sPicks.com. What do you got for us tonight? Clip it, as they say. Sorry, I just have to say that so that way it'll clip our little spot. Clip it.
Yeah, I got a 2-team parlay in the NHL. I'll take Pittsburgh and the Islanders over. You look at Pittsburgh; they've just been scoring mad goals lately. Not the other night, but 6 and 6 and 5, and yeah, they putting in the net. So it's me over with Skinner and Sorokin. It looks like over 6 you can get right now. And I'll take the Seattle Kraken plus 110 on the money line. And that one, what I got tonight, I got NBA. I got my 3-point play, and I got college 3-point play, and I got one in the ice, my NHL blue line best bet. Like I said, I already won my soccer best bet, so nice start to the day. So let's get that. Doing well in soccer, trying to turn it around here in NBA. And getting a little bit warm in college, not hot, but a little bit warm. So definitely trying to get it done. Still at the bottom of the leaderboard. I got to get my mojo back and get work back up here. And I already got the Super Bowl winner for you. If you want to go check that one out, it's already up for sale for Sunday. So good luck tonight, and let's pair up your favorite cappers. Me and Rod, we're going to make you some money. We'll take you all the way through the winter months into MLB. It's right around the corner, guys.
Definitely head on over. Take advantage of 2-for-1 Capper Pass. Pair me and Ron up, and let's have a nice big winning Super Bowl week together. Parlay. Let's get us a 5-teamer like we did the other day. Time for one of those. As I said, that's what those NBA won. 76ers money line first half. Bulls money line first half. Suns money line first half. And then to make it a 5-teamer, we're going to throw in the New York Islanders over the Penguins here. The Penguins lost 1, had their streak in, and I think on the back-to-back spot, I think the Islanders can get them. Also, Pittsburgh, when they score 2 goals or less, 0-16 following it up. So I like the Islanders in that one. Throw that into the parlay, and then I'm with you. Give me Seattle into the parlay as well. Add a nice little plus price piece to our 5-teamer there. I don't have the number for you, what it is, because I haven't put it in myself, but I will be putting that in. Definitely. As soon as we're done here, I am putting that in. Love that little 5-teamer there. And then for me over Tony's Picks, hey, it's Tuesday, so it's Tackle the Books Tuesday. I got a 5-pack for you. A couple NBA, a couple NHL, throwing a college basketball for you as well. That's available there. All 5 plays, $10 each. $50 gets you all of them. Of course, they sent us a plaque. Here it is. See, right there. YouTube sends you a plaque. It's for Pink Dogs. We had 100,000 subscribers over at Pink Dogs. We got a plaque for that. That's what happens when you hit 100,000 subscribers. As Tony's Picks is well on the way, so we're preaching to everybody. Tell a neighbor, tell a friend. We're well on the way to getting one of those for Tony's Picks as well. I believe we're at 59,000 subscribers here at Tony's Picks. So we're hit that like, hit that subscribe, tell a neighbor, tell a friend. We're well on the way to that 100,000 subscriber count here at Tony's Picks as well. So shout out to everybody that joins us here, because, hey, without you guys joining us, hey, we're not able to do what we love. So appreciate all of you that joined us here on the happy hour. Here trying to find us winners, trying to get some money. So shout out to everybody. Let's get that money. So any final words before you head on out?
Nah, good luck. Some good games tonight, one side, and good games tomorrow. Definitely, we'll be excited about tomorrow's slate. Looks like OKC is going to maybe get a shot at the Spurs once again.
Right? Round 5? Fight.
Yeah, I don't understand that damn line either. Why is it up to 9.5 when they should be resting Shea, Chet, Aaron? I don't know. That's weird.
Because maybe they're not resting them. Maybe they'd rather just hammer the spot and hand it over to the Spurs. I don't know.
Yes, they can't lose.
Yeah, right. I'm surprised that line went up and not down the way it was going. So
That is weird.
line surprises me. Yep. Big time. That surprises me. The Olympics right around the corner as well. So here's a little bonus for everybody. You want an Olympic 2-teamer? I'm a homer, so I'm taking the Team Canada to win the Olympic gold in hockey. It just is what it is there. But you want to know the lock that you throw in there? You go to women's curling, and you take Team Canada to win the gold in women's curling. Rachel Holman is representing Team Canada in there. She's won everything. You name it. She's won I don't know how many Canadian championships. She's won world curling championships. She was the reigning Scottish championship in Canada. She skipped the Scottish to get prepared for this Olympics. The only medal that she doesn't have and that she wants is that gold, and she's going to get it. So throw that in there to the Team Canada winning Olympic gold as well as a little 2-teamer. That gets you a nice 2 times your money. I got it at plus 230. You get on that by taking Canada curling gold, Olympic hockey gold. I know you guys might be homers on the other side and loving Team USA if you'd like that, but still put that curling Canada gold in with your USA hockey gold as well. But
dark horse Finland.
Hey, or even Finland if you want to. Yeah, never know. One of those Finlands or Swedes,
like
man. Those things are. By the way, that's your lock. There's the curling gold for you from Canada. It's almost the lock of the year. So, looking forward to it. Don't worry, we'll cover some more Olympic coverage as we roll along here. I don't mind covering a little Olympics. I like the Winter Olympics.
I will cover it.
Definitely a few spots to make some money. So, definitely tune in. Thanks, everybody. Have yourself a wonderful Tuesday. Make sure you look ahead with Alessandro coming in a couple hours. And then also the Night Move Show with Ramon. And if you're looking for some NHL goal scorers, go check out the YouTube channel. Chris has you covered on his hit list of NHL goal scorers. As the season goes along, I see he's getting better and better at this. So definitely go check it out. He's heating up with goal scorers over there with the hit list. So definitely.
And he'll be doing NBA when hockey takes a break. So get ready for that.
Nah, they're not. They've already screwed up hockey all season long. So what's it made a difference? They've had to jam in way more hockey. Is it messing it up? Yeah, just these guys have to play a little harder. We'll see. It just makes it a lot tougher for the team that wins the cup this year, because then they had to go through this grind of the Olympic season. It makes it everybody has the same playing field. Got a lot more back-to-backs, a lot more non-rest time for these guys. Makes them better hockey players, and we enjoy it as fans and bettors. So, hey, I don't mind it. Thanks, everybody. Have yourself a wonderful Tuesday. Take care. See you again soon.